Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm here in my big comfy chair in my bedroom. And in the corner you can hear my dog snoring, my sweet Chloe Bell Beagle. And as you see, I am sitting comfortably. I don't know if you can even hear me. I think the last time I recorded on my iPhone, somebody complained that they couldn't hear me. And I'm so sorry about that. I'll try and speak a little louder. It's probably a little bit past midnight here, maybe even 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I drank way too much Coca-Cola today. Well, Coke Zero anyway, but still it's heavily caffeinated. So I figured that since I had the energy, I might as well go on and get on YouTube and share what I've been up to. I have not been doing much crocheting. You know that I've been dealing with some medical issues that I'm trying to get all worked out. But what I have here is the lovely shells, Flowy. I put it on today and it is right at the top of my hip bone. So we're about done with this skein of yarn, and I think that that's going to finish the project. I've got about half of this skein left on my little yarn buddy, and I think that I'm going to order some long sleeve shirt to go underneath it because this is short sleeved. And the reason is because we're moving back to Alaska. My husband and I really greatly enjoy working on the project that we're working here in Arizona. But having family nearby is just so important to us. And my sister is my best friend and I miss her so much. And so we're looking to be moving in the next couple of months. So a short sleeve pullover is just not going to do it in Alaska. Although this is worsted weight yarn, I believe it's a 4-weight yarn. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter hook. I don't know what letter that is, but I believe that this is going to fit someone who is a size 20 to 24. Snugly. I mean, it might be right up against their skin. It's really loose on me. I'm a size 18, 16, 18, depending on what garment it is. I have a very wide waist, so in jeans I'm a size 16, but I tend to buy the larger sizes for the top part because I have, this, I guess you call it a pendulous belly. So, yeah, my apple body shape is what they call that. And I'm about 40 pounds overweight. Working on that though, I think that I've been working on that pretty much my whole life. Don't worry, I don't fuss over it. Believe me, I'm not one of those girls that worries about any of that. I probably should. I probably wouldn't have as many health issues as I have if I paid more attention to those extra 40 pounds. But that's the goal. Is to finish this top so that I could have this to wear. And wouldn't it be nice if I could wear it on my way back to Alaska? Like, this could be my welcome home gift to myself, you know? So yeah, and I think it's adorable. I love the colors. It is just so pretty. I bought this yarn, it was on clearance, I believe. That's the reason why I don't think you can find these particular colorways, but this is called Tweed Stripes. It's not very tweedy. I'm surprised I decided to call it Tweed Stripes. It has, I guess it's 2-ply, and the strands are twisted around one another, so there's a nice twist. You can see that. But there isn't any bits on it. When I think of tweed, I think of those little bits. Comment in the section down below if you know what I'm talking about. The little bits that are in tweed. That what makes tweed is those little extra bits of color. Like, you can have a kind of a bland tone and then a pop of a little piece of fiber that is a different color. And to me, that's what a tweed is. And this really isn't tweed. I always refer to it as twisted stripes, and it was a surprise to me that it was actually called tweed stripes. So anyway, if you want to get yarn that's like this, it's not this exact colorway. In fact, I will include the colorway in the description box. I don't have it memorized offhand, and I got rid of the ball bands like a long time ago. Ooh, I'm making a mistake. So let me talk a little bit about the Lacy Shells pattern. I have been crocheting the Lacy Shell pattern all summer long. I crocheted my first Lacy Shells pullover in a superwash wool that I bought on Knit Picks called Sugar Cookie. It is their Chroma line, and I absolutely love it, but it was just straight down the body, and being as I described before, heavy in the midsection, having something that was just so snug against my body kind of made me a little uncomfortable. I tend to wear very loose clothing, and A-line, peplum, umpire, there's just so many ways of describing the type of clothing that I wear. And so I was so thrilled, absolutely thrilled, to see that the authoress of the pattern had redesigned the pattern to include like I keep referring it to as a peplum, and I think that's what it is, because it starts right at the lower rib cage, not quite as high as an umpire. Umpire starts right under the bust line, or umpire or baby doll. A lot of people will call it baby doll, but baby doll actually starts right above the middle of the breast, so about up here. That's where baby doll starts. And then you have umpire starts like right at the lower breast, and then peplum starts at the lower rib. And when I say starts, what do I mean by starts? I mean the flare that comes out, the increase of the circumference of the garment, without pleating, with pleating. I mean, just depending on what it is that you're making. Of course, you're not pleating when you're making crochet. I'm using sewing terms, but I'm pretty sure you get what I'm talking about. Everybody knows how to Google, so have a Google on peplum. So that's what I think that this is. It's got that peplum look to it, and that it's going to stop right at the hip. Really kind of gives it that vibe. I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, I'm really looking forward to wearing it with some wool leggings I bought. Oh my gosh, I got the wool leggings some time ago. You know, living in Alaska, I was like, ooh, I want to wear dresses, but it's really difficult to wear dresses when it's, 20 below 0 outside. So I bought some wool leggings, and I thought, oh, if I get some purple ones, or just green ones, or just any color really goes with this, that I would really enjoy that. And I do. I'm looking over at them right now. I think one is like a wine color. I've got like a olive color. I've got a navy. I've got a charcoal. I've got black. But I don't have any bright colors. They're all kind of drab. What I've described, I guess those aren't drab colors. It's just they're dark colors. So I'm going to hopefully find some solid colored wool leggings that are chartreuse and blue jay, like robin's egg blue, or just any like pinks and plums and brighter colors that'll go with this yarn here. And I also found some long sleeve shirts on Amazon, the Amazon Basics line. This is a basic loose stretchy shirts. I was watching Jan Carruthers of the Urban Gypsy Crochet channel, and she had mentioned in one of her episodes that she orders and wears like long sleeve tops they looked like they were like a lycra, not even lycra, just something that was looked really comfortable, and then she just kind of pulled the fabric, and the fabric just kind of snapped back, and I love that idea. So I think I'm going to send her a message and ask her where she got those. And I think she said she ordered them on Amazon, but I couldn't find anything like that in my search. 2, 4, 6, 7. So I have to count right. So anyway, this is going to be my homecoming top. It just is, and I am so excited about that. So what else have I been up to? I've been doing a lot of online ordering. I think that, like a lot of American women, we tend to shop as part of our therapy, and since I'm having a complicated and challenging month, I have been shopping. Not to mention, Amazon's having sales. They had the Prime Day, and then every yarn shop that I know has had like super awesome sales. And I know that you've been seeing on all the different forums that Walmart is, just clearing off their shelves with the really, really cheap mandala and just other brands. And I've never had mandala yarn, and I want it so bad, but we're going to be moving soon, and I don't need to be adding to my collection because I've already lost so much yarn. I mean lost, I have no idea where they are. There are boxes that are still unopened, and I'm hoping that the yarn's there, but it's like I think I have something and I go to look for it, and I go into whatever box I think it's in and it's not there, and then I think, oh, I unpacked it already, and then I go to where I've stashed my yarns in this house because I don't have a craft room in this house. Now, I could have a craft room in this house because I have a 4-bedroom house, 2,600 square feet, but I don't. What we ended up doing was we set up an actual guest room because we intended to actually have family to come visit us and friends to come visit us from other parts. And we did. We had my husband's mother. So my mother-in-law stayed with us for a week, but she was the only one that actually came out to 6, need one more. And so I kind of sacrificed that craft room space that I would have had. The other room is a gym. We ended up buying a really nice gym setup, and we set that gym up. We have like these huge mirrors that we installed on the wall, and the room looks amazing. I'm pretty sure I shared it in a previous video. The other room we set up as an office / craft room, but let's face it, if you don't have a dedicated space that's just truly for your artistic expression, you're not really going to be that comfortable. And when I say you, I mean me. I shouldn't say you, because you guys probably, it's your craft space, however it is. But for me, I have to have a dedicated space where, I can just sit and enjoy my hobby. And I should say hobbies, because I have a lot. So I haven't been able to do any sewing. I haven't been able to do any scrapbooking. I haven't done pretty much anything since I got here but, knitting and crochet. I knit my niece that sweater. I never gave it to her because the gauge is just ridiculous. And if you look in my past videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm blanking on the name of that sweater right now. But I've got it tucked away because I'm not going to get rid of it because yarn is yarn, right? I'm going to frog it, but since I'm going back to Alaska, I'm going to measure her myself, and I'm going to improvise, and I'm going to make her a sweater using the techniques that I learned from the pattern that I ultimately followed to create the wonky gauged sweater that I did make this summer. So have you guys ever taken a pattern and just kind of made it your own? That's pretty much what I did with that. I wanted the basic instruction on how to set up the structure of the garment, and I've since learned it, and I have the confidence that I can, just, go from there. Speaking of that, I plan on taking a lot of what I've learned from this pullover and the Curvy Girl Lion Brown Open Work. I think it's what it's called, Open Work Pullover. I'm halfway finished with that one. That was right underneath my bust. And I don't have it to show it to you because, to be completely honest, with all of the things that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks, I have stashed a lot of my works in progress because I don't want to lose the patterns. I don't want to lose the needles or the hooks or whatever. So I've been putting all of them into big Ziploc bags together, so that if they do get lost, they get lost together, right? So no, they're not going to get lost. I'm hoping that I'll stay organized for this coming move. So I did a row while we were talking. It feels good to actually make progress on something. Yes, so I don't have that project to show to you. I stopped working on the Aisha amigurumi doll. She is in the same exact state in which you last saw her. I've made her head, and that's all I've made. I kind of stopped there. She is a joy. I cannot wait to finish her. She is so beautiful. I love that pattern. I mean, I hunted down that magazine in order to create that doll. I actually don't even know what patterns are in that magazine. But I think I told you in the last vlog that I made that the authoress of that pattern has re-released the pattern in US terms for, I think, for like $10. So you should rush off. I think she's Aniqua Wilkerson. Check her out on Etsy. Anyway, I already advertised that. I already, recommended it, so I'm not going to go there again. What do I have to show you otherwise? I have no other crafts, but I do have some acquisitions that I wanted to share with you. Well, you know that I do knitting and crocheting, and I have joined a knitting group, and I attempted to knit a sock, and I got stuck on slip knit, and is it slip stitch knit? I don't know, SSK. I got stuck on that, and so I have to learn that. I know I've done that before, but I was a knitter before I did any crocheting. It's like I forgot a lot of things over the last 5 years. I haven't been knitting in like 5 years. So anyway, once I get that, started up, that sock started up again, I'll share that with you. So there's no point in me bringing that out for you to see because you've already seen it and there's no progress on it. So what I did was I went to the knitting group and I met this young lady that sells, homemade, handmade items on Etsy. And look at the bag, it's so cute. And she mails them out like this, but since we live in the same town, she actually hand delivered this to me, to the knitting group. I put myself out there, I joined the knitting group, and these young ladies are incredible. And they're so incredibly talented. And when I saw her work on Etsy, I had to support that. I have to support that. So I want to show you what I bought. I want to show you, but I don't have a pair of scissors to open it up. Sorry about the ruffling. I know a lot of people complain about that when other people open their Happy Mail. So I'm going to open my Happy Mail to make all this noise. I'll be better prepared next time, promise. Alright, so that wasn't so bad, right? This is already, I can't wait. Oh, it looks so good. Look at this, you guys. A little matching notions bag. So this is my first project bag. Oh, she included her things. Oh, she included her card. Thank God. So now I can tell you who she is. Her name is Yarn Slinger Mistress. Hand painted yarn. Oh, that's wonderful. That's right. She does make custom handmade yarn. I'm gonna look at this funny. I'm old. I should have reading glasses, but I don't. So I'm gonna pull this away so I can see it. Her name is Monica Lund. Her business is called Hand Painted Yarn. So I'm gonna hold the card up to the camera so you can see. So, yeah. Oh, and she included some Earl Grey tea. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love tea. I do. I don't drink very much black tea. So, it is Davidson's Organics. It's an organic fair trade tea. Earl Grey. It was really sweet. Thank you, Monica. Alright, so this is the pouches. Let's show you the notions bag. Oh, it's so cute. The inside has got little paw prints. Little kitty paw prints. Look at that. The kitties. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. And then there's the pouch for the project. I guess you call this the bag. It's got the same inside, so it's well done. This is a really well-made product. I'm really looking forward to having this for years to come. You can tell it's very sturdy. I love how she's tucked the ends in. It's just really amazing. I need to learn how to sew. I want to make things like this. Not to sell. I don't sell anything. Look at that. It's detachable too, so I could use this little strappy doodle on other things. Look at that. It's very nice. And then she's got her little tab here that says Yarn Slinger Mistress. That's really pretty. That's a nice little detail. I like that. So yeah, oh, and you know what? I can imagine I'm going to put charms on the ends of these things because that's how I roll. I love it. Look at the little kitty butt. Little kitty butt. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love this. Monica, I love it. I don't know that she watches my she probably doesn't even know that I have a YouTube account. I love the bag, and we're going to move on to the other acquisitions. So I'll put the bag here. Pretty, pretty bag. I love Scentsy, you guys, so I ordered a bunch of Scentsy. And the reason why I'm sharing, I'm not going to share with you like my order. I'm not going to show you all the wax I got. It smells like a bakery in there, though. I love food, and especially food I'm not supposed to be eating. So there's like apple pies and blueberry tarts and sugar cookies and shit in here. And stuff. I shouldn't say curse words. Sorry. Yeah, so I told you I wasn't going to show them off. The reason why I have this in my hands is because this is Mylar insulated bag, and it was packed with dry ice in a box sent to me because it was 118 degrees. And the Scentsy person knows me, and she knows where I live, and I should say Scentsy representative or agent, or I don't know what they're called. Distributor. Who knows? The lady I bought it from. She paid attention to where I live, and she paid attention to the weather, and she put it up, and they're not melted, you guys. 117 degrees it was that day. I live in the desert of Arizona. I told you that before. And they're perfectly intact, even down to the last one. See, it's perfect. I mean, just perfect. So yeah, that's that blueberry cheesecake I was just talking about. So, let me know if you want to hear about my wax collection, and I will talk to you about that in the next vlog. Alright, so yes, I will leave the link to my Scentsy representative because I think she's freaking awesome, and I've been using her since I lived in Georgia. So I moved from Georgia to Alaska to Arizona, and I'm going back to Alaska, and I will always order from her because she's just really, I mean, look at that. She put it in a Mylar insulated with dry ice, you guys. It's amazing. Okay, that's down. The next acquisition I got was Amazon Prime Day. I got these. So Amazon Prime had like, I don't know, I got 50 of them for like $12. It was insane. And that goes to this. This is called a tens unit, and I connect these little things to these little things, and I stick them on my body, and I turn this on, and this sends electrical pulses. And those electrical pulses are designed to interrupt the pain signal. So it really helps people with chronic pain. So yeah, I mean, 50 for like 10 bucks, and I don't know. This is great. I don't know how long they will last. I had the first 4 for 2 months, so these are going to last me 2 months most likely. And I've got a ton more, so yeah, that was such a good deal. And oh, I also got rechargeable batteries for this. And you know, some of the insurance companies will pay for these. I did not know that. I bought this myself. And my pain management doctor just told me yesterday that she can prescribe it and the insurance company will pay for it. And I was like, there's no point, I've already got one. And then I thought, well, maybe I should go on and let her do it, and I'll have a backup one just in case something happens to this one. But then I thought, no, that's just waste, and I don't want to waste, and that's silly. So that is an acquisition. Excuse me, Delanor. That's my teddy bear. I actually have had this teddy bear for 16 years. This was the 2 years after my husband and I got married. He ordered me some flowers from FTD, and they came with this little teddy bear. 16 years. And she goes everywhere with me. She's adorable. Her name is Delanor. So, which if you don't know is Teddy Roosevelt's name. It's part of his name. Who teddy bears are named after, if you didn't know that either. Ooh, that was warm. I'm going to leave that on there. Ooh. My thermostat's set to 77. I've kind of acclimated, so that's kind of cold. Weird, right? When I lived in Alaska, 77 was like, oh my God, Chris, we need to get air conditioner. We never did get air conditioning, but oh my gosh, like 4 days out of the year, it's sweltering hot, and it's like 78 degrees in the house. And here, that's what we keep our house cool at. Isn't the human body amazing? All right. Last but not least, I got a planner, you guys. Isn't it adorable? This is a Bloom Daily, I think that's what it's called. So, it's got a little page for goals for the year. Really nice. I like this setup because you can put, there you go, like that monthly setup. And then you have your week, and now they have other ones that have like columns that are vertical that have all the hours in the day. I don't need that. Not yet. I might need that if I go back to school full time. That's something I'm thinking about doing. Yeah. I've got stickers and everything. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see. So I've got this box, and it's full of, this is my scrapbook tape gun. If I feel like a sticker is too old or something, then I will use this. Yeah, I've had stickers for a long time because I love stickers. It's part of scrapbooking when you collect a lot of stickers when you scrapbook. There's the scissors I was looking for earlier. And here's all the cardboard bits for all the stickers. And here's a bunch of sticker pages. This is an entire book of stickers. So this is me and my big ideas. Lots of nice stickers in that. I've got, oh my gosh, so much washi tape, and it's glittery. I got a lot of glittery and foiled. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, a lot of glittered and foiled washi tape. And when I say a lot, let me show you. I got a lot. So, I love it. Another one of my favorite things is this little note taker. Like a notebook. It's actually made of like aluminum, and it pops open. Very cute. Got this little pen. I can turn the camera on now. There we go. It's got this little pen. You stick it in there like that, and you can keep it closed. So, it's got flowers on it. It reminds me of my stepmother. She loved this color pink specifically. And I just have my little notes, and I write them down, and then I transfer them into my big book. I've got a set of pens that I really like that I wanted to show you. Because they write really well, and they don't bleed all the way through the page, which is a problem when you are using a planner. You don't want things to bleed. I got it on Amazon. It looks like they're from China. Yeah, I think they're Chinese. They've got Chinese characters. I believe that's Chinese. It looks like Chinese. Somebody correct me if it's not Chinese. It could be Japanese for all I know. It just doesn't look like Japanese. Japanese seems to have a lot more spaces. Showing it to you upside down. Sorry. Okay, anyway. They're Banyam. B-I-B-A-Y-A-M. Bayam. So this is supposed to go with a bullet journal. I did buy a bullet journal, and I thought, who's got time to draw like that? Because if you ever seen the commercial for the bullet journals, you'll see that you got to have a lot of artistic ability. I saw that they have templates though. You could do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna play with my stickers and my colored pens. So now I'm going to leave you with my medical update. Yay! Okay, so I was going to end the vlog right here. I'm at 30 minutes or so. I'm going to be editing this. This is really nice. I'm going to put this on. Nice and warm. I like it. It's a little big on me. I tend to make everything big. I don't know why. I guess I think I'm bigger than I actually am. That's why I said this would probably fit somebody who's like a size 20 or so. I don't have the top to fill in what I've created. So I'm going to have to maybe lace some yarn through here and like pull it, and it's going to gather, and then I'll have like a little bow or something. I don't know. It just hangs. I mean, I could wear it like that with, you know, something strappy underneath, and it would be, what do you call them, the cold shoulder look. But see, the armpit kind of comes down to like, I don't know, 2 or 3. You know, it's a little lower, so I guess it really wouldn't qualify. I don't know. I still like it. I'm still going to wear it. And like I said, I'm going to buy a long sleeve shirt to wear underneath it, so it's not going to really matter. I will, like I said, try and kind of bring in the collar, maybe by looping a piece of yarn through. I can make like an I-cord and then just kind of sew that I-cord through and just make it like pull a little tighter and make a cute little bow, and maybe put a flower on top of the bow or something to have it, you know, because I like my my collars to be a little higher. Yeah. So anyway, I was gonna show you another acquisition that I completely forgot about. I did the mystery box from Line Brand, and I paid, so you get 9 balls or 9 skeins of yarn for $9, and I think that's freaking awesome. So you have to pay shipping and handling though, and maybe taxes in your state. I thought that this was the order. I know it was $9. My cat is crying to let me let in. I'm gonna get the cat. Nope, not gonna get the cat. Alright. So $9, you get 9 balls of yarn, and I got this. This is Color Waves, which is kind of a misnomer because this is monochrome. It's very, very disappointing to me because I expected to get something with colors, you know. I don't know why I expected that, I just did. But I got monochrome. Monochrome, you guys, that's gray and black and white. Monochrome. Well, I guess I couldn't say mono, it's trichrome, but still, it's not colors. These are not colors. How are you going to call something Color Wave and it looked like this? This is not Color Wave, this is black and white. What am I going to make with that? Whatever I make with it, it's going to look like a sonogram. Alright? If that's not disappointing enough. Look at this. This is called Ice Cream Sprinkles. What did they sprinkle it with? They sprinkled it with more black and gray. Who is going to eat black and gray ice cream sprinkles? There are no sprinkles on this. Ice cream sprinkles. Well, at least they redeemed themselves a little tiny bit by giving me a bit of color. And it's one of my favorite colors. It's like that chartreuse, green apple chartreuse color. A yellowish green, I guess you could say. Peridot, if you're going to give it a jewel tone. And this is really nice. You know, I didn't even tell you the fiber content of these yarns because I was so disappointed in them. So this one is 100% acrylic. This one is 20% wool and 80% acrylic. And this is Angora Merino, which, let me see if I can find the fiber content on it. So it is 80% merino wool and 20% Angora. I'm sorry I'm not taking them out of the plastic, but because I'm about to move, I don't want to lose anything, so I'm just going to leave them in the plastic. So that is it. My disappointment in my mystery box from Lion Brand. I mean, it's a good deal. It ended up being, with shipping and handling, $1.77 a skein. So not too shabby. But I don't own yarn that looks like this. And I have no idea what I'm going to make with it. And like I said, whatever I do make out with it, it's going to look like an x-ray, an echocardiogram, a sonogram. And this one will look like an MRI. I still can't believe they called that colorways, though. Color waves. There's no color in there. Ice cream sprinkles. I guess it's licorice ice cream. Black. Well, I don't know what gray would be. Anyway. So, on to the health update. I am feeling much better. I have increased my dosage of gabapentin to two 300 milligram capsules, which is 600 milligrams, 3 times a day with 650 milligrams of aspirin. And I am probably going to add caffeine to that because it seems to help things move along. And when I mean things, you know, I talked earlier in other podcasts about how the nerve damage has affected my bladder and bowel control. So caffeine is helping with that. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm just going to do whatever helps. I have a neurologist now. So he referred me to a neurologist who I met yesterday. She was exciting, very interested in what I had to say, but she seemed a little formulaic in her diagnosis. I think she's going to be one of those doctors that has a formula that they start their patients on to investigate what is the root cause of whatever the problem is. And the time that I did spend with her was very filled with distractions. She had a student. I said yes to the student. I don't know why I said yes. It was a dumb idea. And my advice to you is, if you're going to meet a doctor, specialist, physician, whatever, for the first time, do not allow them to have a student in the room, because the student is going to ask questions and you're going to be completely distracted by that other person in the room. So don't do it. It's just a bad idea. You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on comprehending all the words that are coming out of that doctor's mouth. And some of the words that, some of the conversations that were being held in that room yesterday were directed toward his benefit in his education and not mine. So he was not a passive participant in the interview. He was very much being taught about medicine. Don't do it. So I was like, yes, I think I know what's wrong with you. We're going to do these things, and I want you to go see a pain management person right now. And she literally grabbed her cell phone, dialed up, and made the appointment for me with her partner. She's a partner. She has 2 locations, one in the next city over. So she called them and she told her partner, hey, I want you to see this woman. She needs our help now. I think that day, well, I don't think, I know, yesterday I had a pretty high pain day. So, there's a pain scale. It's 1 through 10, and we mark every single day what our pain, where our lowest was, where our highest was, and what our average is. And we do this every single day in order to kind of figure out what routines are causing flare-ups, if any flare-ups are being occurred. So we kind of write out what we're doing throughout the day, and just kind of keep a conscious effort to remember what our pain levels are. And yesterday I was right there at 7-8, standing in her office, and it was, I guess, very evident. And I feel like she had a lot more compassion because she could see the pain. I think that with the orthopedic surgeon, he seemed a little put off by what I believe the problem to be. I believe the problem is the Charlov cyst or something going on in the sacrum, just something way lower. He was thinking lumbar, this, that, and the other. He just kept on focusing on lumbar. And so for the last 3 months, I've been treated for a lumbar issue that I just don't have and have not gotten any better. Now, have I not gotten better? That is not a true statement. I have gotten somewhat better, but remember, I have completely changed my life, and I'm not happy. So yes, I'm not in as much pain as I was before, but if I was to return to doing all the things that I enjoy doing, I would be incredibly, incredibly suffering. Incredibly. So, to me, that's not progress. Progress is when I can wash my dishes. Progress is pulling the laundry out of the washing machine without asking my husband to do it for me, because I just can't do that. Progress is being able to lift the water pitcher out of my refrigerator so I can pour myself a glass of water. Progress is being able to feed my dog. I can't even reach into the dog food bin to give my dog her breakfast. I can keep listing all the things that I think that progress should be. But progress should be not just a pain level. And my husband really made me see that yesterday. He said, you need to tell them what you're going through. So when they ask you how you're feeling, you need to tell them how you're feeling. And I'm passing this on to you, viewer, because I believe that it's very important. It's very important that the physician understand what you are experiencing, not just your pain level. What was your pain level today? Oh, my pain level is 7. And explain to them, what does that mean? What does pain level 7 mean to you? So that's all the motion. That's what you need to share with your doctor. You need to share with them what your pain level means, not just what your pain level is. Because they have an idea of what your pain level is. You know, what it means. They have an idea. They're taught about the pain scale. But you have an individual scale of your own. And you need to let them know what it means. So that was my level 7 day. It was terrible. So I'm really looking forward to continuing to work with them. The doctor immediately said, you're not taking enough gabapentin. So I am taking the medication, 600 milligrams, 3 times a day. I also take the aspirin. I have great hopes that the muscle relaxer that I'll be adding tomorrow will help me sleep at night and get me comfortable, so that I can lay down and stretch out my body and not feel the knots in my muscles. And that is a secondary pain source, is the knots in the muscles, because when you're compensating for a disability, you tend to mess up something else. So that's what we're going to try and correct. She's going to reorder physical therapy to correct the overcompensation that I've been doing. I am leaning on my left calf muscle is actually smaller than my right calf muscle. My hip is higher on the left than it is on the right. You know, I've got what's called a piriformis. Piriformis? I don't know how to say that. It looks like there's some type of issue there, and they're going to try and correct that. I'll write it in the description below what exactly that's all called. But here I am, coming up on an hour, quite possibly the longest vlog I have done. I will probably have to post this in 3 parts. So I'm going to actually go on and let you guys go now. I've been talking way too much. But it is all good news. It's all good news. We have a plan of action. We have a diagnosis and we have a plan of action. And I believe that this team of neurologists will get me closer to being able to live my life on a pain level of 0 to 2, you know. I am looking forward to that. And I hope that you all have been happy and healthy, and I hope you've been productive. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.